Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today, once again, we're going to be looking at another Transformer from the movie Age of Extinction. And this one is once again Optimus Prime, but this is his evasion mode. This is pretty much how he looked in the beginning of the film. I really like it. It's a cool figure. It's fun to transform, and it got a lot of different posability to it. So guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this figure right here. Alright guys, so here he is. This is the clean version of it with the original G1 color scheme, and this thing is really cool. This is kind of mixing G1 with the Michael Bay universe Transformers combined together, and it is a really cool action figure, and I like it a lot. So guys, let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at him. Alright guys, so let's take a quick look. As you can see, he's got the very G1 color scheme there. Very cool. Got some rolling wheels. Lots of detail. Now, they couldn't really hide that back window that's for the chest. They should have did a better job in my opinion. But it is what it is. It's still a very cool figure. Nobody's really going to display it with anybody seeing the back, so it doesn't really bother me. I just love the way this figure looks. Very much like the original Transformers, but with a Michael Bay twist. There's a picture at the bottom. That's how it looks from the top. Alright guys, this thing is very cool, but let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons right now. Alright guys, so here we have Optimus with War for Cybertron Trilogy Deep Cover. Now to me, they seem perfectly to scale. If they don't to you, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you see different. Now, I wish Hasbro would actually go ahead and make a trailer for this Optimus and kind of do the whole G1 remaster thing. I doubt it, but hopefully a third party will eventually get around to that and make this like the remastered G1 Optimus Prime. That would be really cool to do a G1 trailer for this Optimus. But guys, let's go on and let's move on to the next comparison. So next up, we got Optimus with Optimus Prime from the first two Michael Bay movies. Now, I'm not too sure the evasion mode, what class he is, and the other Optimus, I'm not sure about his class neither. Guys, once again, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know the different classes, as I don't have the boxes to these guys to see what class they originally are. But once again, these are two great figures right here. I just love these Optimus figures. Now, I am a G1 fan, and there is a big divide in the Transformers community between Michael Bay's Transformers and the G1 guys. Honestly, I like some of the Transformers in the Michael Bay films. A lot of them do have merit. There's a few that I really can't stand and I really don't like for one, BumbleBee becoming a Camaro instead of the original VW. But I am glad they fixed it in the BumbleBee movie. But once again, these are two great figures right here, side by side, pretty good. So let's go ahead, let's move on to the next comparison. Alright guys, the next vehicle for comparison is G1 Optimus Prime. And guys, if you are a G1 fan but not a Michael Bay Transformer fan, I don't know how you can complain about these two figures. Just look at them. They're practically identical except for the tailpipe exhaust and the larger back for the evasion mode Transformer Optimus. But that's just due to the fact of his transformation is a lot different. But they're almost identical. They look really great. These are, once again, two great figures. And once again, I wish Hasbro or a third party would come out with some sort of trailer for this evasion mode Optimus, like a G1 style trailer. That would be really awesome. Kind of like, once again, like I said, do a Transformer Michael Bay G1 crossover remix, whatever you want to call it. I think it'll be something great if they actually went ahead and did. Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's check out Optimus in his bot mode.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
A new Optimus Prime is here, more powerful than ever. Power Master Optimus Prime.
Power Master Transformers! They've got the power to surprise!
Who's that new Transformer with Optimus Prime? Double Dealer, the Power Master Mercenary!
Only the Power Master Mercenary can become an Autobot or a Decepticon, but in a flash, Power Master Optimus Prime becomes a super robot.
Power Master
Transformer sold separately.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so here he is in bot mode, and once again rocking those G1 colors. It is a really cool figure, so let's take a closer look at him. Let me see if I can get the camera in focus so we can take a look at the head sculpt here. Hopefully we can get this camera to focus. There you go, he's got a really good head sculpt right there. The detail on this figure is really nice. I like the way they did everything on it. It looks really cool. Keeping it to almost G1, but in the Michael Bay universe, looks really awesome. I like the way they did this. Kept the wheels on the side right there, kind of like the original G1 toy. Got the silver legs with the blue boots. Now they did do blue on the shoulders. Not a big issue. Looks good on them. And I like the way they incorporated the trailer hitch on the back, even though that's not the one that goes in his alt mode. But it just looks cool. You know he's a truck when he's in robot mode. It is a really cool figure. I like the way this figure looks. It's really awesome. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of the articulation right now. Like pretty much all of Hasbro's figures, his head is on a ball joint. You can go side to side a little bit. You can look down, you can look up a little bit. And if you maneuver his head around his body, you can get him to do 360 degrees. It just takes a little work, a little effort, but you can get it done. All right, now his arms do go out to 90 degrees, and his arms will do 360 degree rotation. His arm does go way past 90 degrees, as you can see there. And he does have a pivot point at the bicep, and he does have wrist rotation. Now let's see. He does have hip rotation. Just got to move the wheels out the way a little bit so I can show you guys a little bit better. His leg can go all the way out to the front, and it can go all the way back. And at the knee, it's a little bit more than 90 degrees, which is pretty cool right there. You can get some good poses off of him. He does have a little bit of hip rotation, not much, very little. And at the feet, he does have a little bit of a tilt. He has a little bit of up and down right there, which makes him balance and pose him in a lot of different positions. Once again, this is a really cool figure right here. Now, this Optimus does come with a rifle, but I have it put away. That's why I'm not able to show you. Gotta find it. But let's go ahead and let's get him back on the turntable and do some more comparisons. Alright guys, so once again, here he is with War for Cybertron Trilogy's deep cover. And once again, I don't know the different class sizes between the two figures. I believe Evasion Optimus is a Voyager class. Not really sure. That's something I'm actually going to have to start getting used to and start putting that information in these videos, as that's something I need to learn being part of this Transformers collecting community. But once again, here they go. Very good looking figures right here. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, and here he is with Optimus from movies 1 and 2. Once again, not much difference except the color scheme. Pretty much almost the same figure, but he looks a hell of a lot better with that G1 paint scheme than he does with the original one that he comes with. Now granted, I do like the Optimus from the movies. It's just, I like this figure a little bit more just for the simple fact is he has that G1 paint scheme. So let's go ahead and let's compare him to the G1 figure. Alright, so here he is with G1 Prime. Now I have to admit, I have never really been crazy about G1's arms. Whenever I played with him as a kid, I always kept his arms at about 90 degrees because that's where he looked best. But whenever you put his arms down like this, he kind of looks like he's got gorilla arms. They just look way too long for him. It just makes the figure look silly. Now, I do like the evasion mode Optimus with the paint scheme and his limbs proportion to his body. He looks like a great figure. And once again, just an awesome figure to have if you guys are a Transformer collector and you're kind of split between the Michael Bay universe and G1 or any of the other versions of Transformers. You got to get this figure for your collection. This will bridge that gap between the two opposing sides in the Transformer community. It's a great figure. Now guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video right here.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers, robots in disguise.
Attack the Autobot commander! Call in the Decepticon leader!
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so that's where we're going to end the video today. Once again, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put a new video out on this channel. Hit that like button, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and share this video with everybody you know. Put it on your Facebook, put it on your Minds page, and if you got Parler, put it up on there too. Once again guys, let's get this channel going. I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.